words of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say, it's stamping up and it's our way.
Hi everyone, again it's Pauline from Stamp with Pauline, and I am getting back into my art journaling. I've been doing a lot of painting lately. I've been doing some mixed media things, and I have wanted to step back into my Stampin' Up stuff as well. And we don't have a lot of mixed media items, but one of the things that I have been playing with is this soft pastels. Now, the soft pastels assortment is a range of these little beautiful colors, and I'm going to actually be showing you how to use these pastels in a couple of different ways. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll get started. All right, so the Stampin' Up soft pastel assortment. Soft pastels assortment, that's how you say it. All right, it's a pack of 8 and it's $15.75, and when you get them, they'll come to you in a box and they're all padded, and you can use them straight in the box like this. But for the first technique I'm going to show you, I bought these little containers. I'm not overly sure if I'm keen on this container, these little containers to start off with. They have like a little clip handle, and I'm just going to try them out first. I picked them up from the reject shop here in Australia, and what I have done is I used my snips, and let me just get rid of that. What I've done is just taken my snips, just an old pair of snips that I don't use anymore for cutting ribbon, because I wanted just a pair that I could just use. So you're just going to scrape off the dust, off the chalk itself. So I've got a couple of these, and I've already gone and done a yellow, a blue and a green. So going to just unclip all the lids, and to start off with, I'm just going to start with a piece of basic white cardstock, and I'm going to grab take a pick tool, and I'm going to just pop down a little bit of powder, and I'll add a little bit of the yellow, and then just wipe that on some paper towel just to clean it off so we don't contaminate the other colors. And then I'm just going to pop down a little bit of green. Okay, next what I'm going to do, just move all of those to the side, and I'm going to spritz now on here. And what's going to happen is all the colors are going to just bleed to create a splattered background. And then what you can do is move it around just to create a mottled effect. Grab a paper towel and leave that aside to dry. You could hit it with the heat tool, and I may well do that just to get it to lay back flat again. The other option we can do with this one is, if there's some splotches that you're not real happy with, where the powder might have just sat a bit chunky, just give it a little dab like that, and then pop down a bit more water, and it just gives this background on a card. So it needs to have a bit of time to actually dry. Now I'm going to show it what it looks like on a piece of the fluid watercolor paper. So now I've got the watercolor paper, the fluid, and what I'm going to do, same thing again. I'm just going to come in with a little bit of the blue and some of the yellow and a little bit of the green, and then add my water, I've got a spray background there. I'll grab some more paper towel, and I'm going to see how it just starts to move around. It's just starting to bleed those options together. I can spray it out sideways, just making a nice mottled random background on that. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to the side. And now the next one I'm going to do is a piece of going to now wet the watercolor paper first. So give that a good soaking, and then I'm going to come in with the blue and then some yellow and then a bit of green, and then just spritz that again. And of course you can move that around to create the different layers or a different effect. So I'm just going to leave that just to dry so that I have the different sections there. Just taking off a little bit of that excess water on the side there, and then they're ready to be made into some base cards. So this is just an option for you just to mix and match and just make some patterns in your make your own DSP. And you can actually just rub those together and just brush over the yellow, and then the same with the blue, just to create that pattern. And then I'm going to leave that to dry, and that gives us 3 different ways of using these soft pastels chalks. All right, talk to you next time. See ya.